Civil Media.
Dear Mr. Darala, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to convey the positions of Alternativa when it comes to the election model and system in the Republic of North Macedonia. The right to vote and to be elected in free, democratic and fair elections is at the core of a democratic society. From the pluralism beginning in the country, these election systems and cycles evolved and were corrected mainly, but they were never equitable for all representatives of political parties and citizens. Why am I saying this? It is a fact that the image of citizens of the Republic of North Macedonia does not is not reflected rightly in the Parliament of the Republic of Macedonia. If we have more than 1/4 of the population that is part of the Albanian ethnic community, it does not reflect the reality in the Parliament of Macedonia. We as Alternativa would like to see the election model that would accumulate all votes of all voters to the account of every political entity, and having in mind the situation of population, I believe that it would reflect on a much more equitable model and more equitable representation of every ethnic community within the country. We are holding the position that the list should be open for a single reason, that this would be more equitable representation. This would contribute to internal democratization of every political entity and would also increase the quality in the parliament. And the lists gave exclusive rights to presidents of the parties or some individuals from the political entities. And the voters were told that whether they like it or not, they will be represented by individuals who do not meet any criteria, intellectual, moral, or any other criteria. It happens often in the parliament. Those who were students who were set back a year, who were bad students, are now representing the citizens. Preferential system would give a chance to the citizens to choose who will represent them with dignity in the Parliament of the Republic of Macedonia. Another proposal that we have as Alternativa is another phenomenon. Because I come from Kičevo, and the situation is as in Debar and Chair. We are not sure who would represent the citizens, from which street, from which village, from which city, because today we have several voting districts that are halving the cities. One part of Kičevo belongs to the polling district 5, and another half to the polling district number 6. Whether they represent all citizens or just some of the citizens from the city, and the same phenomenon is seen in Debar and Chair and maybe in other municipalities, but mainly where most citizens come from the Albanian population, maybe they're divided for a particular purpose, bigger political entities. Or those from the Macedonian bloc. We have a comment. I will give an example from the 2016 elections. In the voting district number 2, an entity had more than 16,000 votes. They did not manage to win a second parliamentary seat in the 2016 elections. And other polling districts from North Macedonia have representatives of political parties that have much less votes, 5,000–6,000 votes that have been elected to the parliament. And in the second or the sixth voting district, the number of votes, the total number of votes to win a term is much higher than in the other polling districts. And this might be a result of the fact that this is much greater than other, for instance the third. The system of a single voting district, and we keep hearing it being promoted, it is generally promoted by the two largest political entities in the country. If I would go to all events in Macedonia, I believe it would pass, because the two main representative leaders of the opposition and the position will meet and they will agree. Unfortunately, we are wishing that the voice, the vote of every citizen, political entity, initiative such as this one of civil, we wish it to succeed. I do not wish to see a situation where just the president of the opposition and president of the position sit down and agree, which has mainly been the case, that the leaders of parties from the Macedonian bloc are making all decisions for other political entities, although the model with one election district will help smaller political parties to also collect, to accumulate, accrue the votes from the entire territory. I'm fearing that the system, the model existing within this polling district is working in favor of the two biggest political entities, and they will automatically receive the biggest number of seats. I think that within this model, on the basis of don't system, there should be another solution without automatically counting it, and the number of MPs constantly increases in the interest of just big political parties. And another comment, which has worked to the detriment of the political parties, is the composition of the State Election Committee. Regardless of the municipal election committees or lower levels, because some members are sent by the political parties, and we have noticed from the bombs and from the wired-up conversations how the biggest parties are agreeing. The parties that are in coalition, they are bargaining, trading for the positions where they will give a favor and receiving a favor in return, another MP or something. So my proposal is that such committees, regardless of whether they are on local or national level, members should come from the administration. We believe that such committees would be much more professional and objective. They will not safeguard or protect just the colors and our party interests. We wish you for this initiative, and we thank for it to Mr. Derala. We thank him for the efforts in organizing the conference. Conclusions from this conference should be sent to the drafters of the law, and to those making the decisions. It should not be a decision made just between the representatives of the main political parties. Thank you.